What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video. I know it's been a hot minute since I have uploaded anything to this channel. The purpose of today's video is a first impressions and try on of a brand that I didn't even know existed. It's called, I think I might butcher this and I hope I don't, Arbonne, I think. Now when I went on their website, I was like, what is this? It seems like it's almost like a one-stop shop beauty store in ways. And excuse the snoring, that is Chewy. You know, my shadow that follows me everywhere and then falls asleep and snores. Yeah, that's just him. He's being really, really loud today. That just means he's super comfortable. Or at least that's how I like to think of it. Moving right along, so I will link her information down below in the description box with a link directly to her website if you want to order any of these products. But I have never personally tried any of them, so I'm really curious to try them. So my cousin Kendra reached out to me. She is actually a consultant. I don't know what they would consider themselves to be. Anyway, she sells these products. And she reached out to me. She's not like, she said, you know, she doesn't really wear a whole lot of makeup. Would you be interested in trying some of these products and making a video about it? And I was like, sure, I'll give it a go. Now, I will say I paid for the products with my own money. Okay. So I don't want anyone thinking I'm being, impartial just because, number one, she's my cousin, and number two, if she's sent them to me for free, because that was not the case. So this is going to be a 100% honest review of these products. Now, I will say the products are a little pricey, but any prestige brand product is going to be pricey when you think of it in that aspect of it. So I purchased 4 different products. I purchased the Glow On Bronzer, and then I got the Perfecting Liquid Foundation. I got the Speak Volumes Mascara, and then the Real Concealer. I really wanted to try the setting powder as well that they carry, but she said that they were reformulating it and making it better, and so it won't be till like August that one will be out. So I definitely want to give that one a shot, because I am always looking for really good setting powders as well as mascaras. That's exactly why I picked the mascara. But they sell like everything. It's like a one-stop beauty shop kind of health and wellness site. They carry skincare, bath and body, makeup, nutrition, hair, but they sell it. It seems like they kind of like sell it all. So I'm really curious to try these products. I've already done my eyebrows as I usually do. I'm doing everything like I would normally do it. So anyone who knows me knows I start with my eyebrows and then I carve those out, and then I go in with the concealer. So that's what we're going to get on to now. So I have not tried any of these products. I got the Real Concealer here, and I got it in light. And I will say it was kind of hard to figure out what shades to get. The swatch, I guess it's like hard. I feel like it's really hard to judge swatches off of a website or something like that. It's so much easier in person, but I mean, obviously that's not a possibility. No matter where you go now, you can't, there's no testers. But this is the shade Light, and I think it's gonna work, especially as a summertime concealer, because it does seem a little bit darker. But I'll go ahead and swatch it. Yeah, it's definitely dark. So we'll go ahead and put this on. It's definitely a darker concealer than what I normally wear, but we're not going to judge it based on that. We are judging it by how it wears, how it blends out, all of those wonderful things. I have my It Cosmetics, what number is this? 203 blending concealer brush. And I'm going to go ahead and blend this in. I mean, so far so good. It's blending out really well with the brush, which is how I put on all my liquid products. And it seems to be blending out really well. Ooh, we could try like one side Beauty Blender, one side with a brush. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I have a damp Beauty Blender, and I'm going to go ahead and blend out the other side and see if that makes any difference in it. That way we can give it a fair shot no matter who you are. So looking at it, maybe I should have done one side like with my normal concealer and then the other side with this. Like, I feel like the Beauty Blender side blended out better than with the brush. It's not a full coverage concealer. It's definitely a lighter coverage concealer because I can't really, like, I'm used to it really covering the darkness under my eyes, but this really isn't covering it. So I'm just gonna add a tiny bit more. Go back in with that Beauty Blender and blend it out. Yeah, the coverage is definitely better after you go in with a second layer. So moving on to the next step, I always do my cream contour, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll get into foundation. So I've done my cream contour like I normally would do. You can obviously see it on my face, and now we're going to move on to the Perfecting Liquid Foundation. I got the shade Porcelain, and looking at the sticker, I'm like kind of scared that it's going to be really freaking dark. So let's just say a little prayer to the makeup gods that it's not. So this is the shade Porcelain, and it has sunscreen in it. And so it has SPF 15 broad spectrum sunscreen. So it's a multitasking liquid foundation with skin firming properties, helps lift the appearance of facial contours, and helps smooth and even skin tone while providing sun protection. So that sounds nice. Okay, so, so it has directions for how to use it as like a sunscreen use. I really hope that this isn't like super sheer. All right, let's give it a shot. A little liquidy, but I don't mind that. Head and put this foundation on. I'm using a It Cosmetics Rose Quartz foundation brush. And I've been self-tanning a lot, so I'm not surprised that this shade's like too light for me. I'd rather it be too light than too dark. And that was 2 pumps of the foundation. Make my face look firm and nice and airbrushed. Oh, it's on. So far, it's blending out really well with the brush. Yeah, so far it's blending out really well with the brush. Okay, so 2.5 pumps later, and then I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender and just smooth everything out. So let's give some thoughts before we set everything. Okay, so looking at it without setting it, like it definitely can settle in the creases, so you'll want to hurry up and set it. But I think the finish is really, really nice. Like, I like the finish that it's giving. We'll go ahead and set all this, and I'm using the Beauty Bakery Flour Setting Powder. Okay, so I set that concealer with the Beauty Bakery powder. I mean, it does look a little bit cakey. We'll move on to setting the rest of the face with the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. After setting the whole face, I think it looks pretty good. Like I said, I wish I had a different shade in it, but other than that, I think it looks pretty good. So we'll go ahead and move on to powder contour, and then we'll bronze the face up with that bronzer. So we're officially on to the Glow On bronzer. Oh, the packaging's cute. Like, I like the little mirrored effect in there. Okay. And then here is what it looks like. Let's go ahead and swatch it. It definitely has shimmer to it. So if anybody was wondering, it's not a matte bronzer. It's definitely a shimmer. And then we're going to take a IT Cosmetics number 126 brush. Whoa. There's a lot of fallout. A lot. And then we're just gonna deepen everything up. Okay, so I'm gonna try a different brush. Maybe that brush, the bristles were a little too hard for it. So we are going to try a IT Cosmetics 225. Definitely kind of got to go in light-handed because it is a dark bronzer. The coloring is really, really pretty though. Like, I'm really liking the glow to it. Like, it definitely glows. Like, I'm really liking the bronzer. So far, this is my favorite thing. I hope that mascara is like really, really good. I can't tell you how impressed I am with this bronzer. Like, I just want to keep putting it on, putting it on, putting it on, but I need to stop somewhere. And let's check in on the concealer. A little bit of creasing. I think the under eye is looking really, really good. Okay, so now I'll go ahead and finish up like with an eyeshadow and highlight, and then we'll move on to that mascara. Okay, so I went ahead and did like just kind of like a basic eye look, nothing too crazy, just because I want us to focus on these products. Now I will say that like the concealer is separating. I'm definitely not a fan of the concealer, and I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes real quick. So this is the Speak Volumes mascara. I like the packaging, just how simple it is. It's a plastic component, and here is the brush for it. Let's go ahead and give this a shot, because I am always looking for like really good mascaras, especially ones that don't transfer on the lids or under the eyes, and ones that can give me some length, because I barely have any eyelashes. Yeah, I barely have any eyelashes, so I'm always looking for a good one. So we will give this one a shot. It's definitely like separating them. Like, I don't see any like major clumping or anything. It feels really soft. I don't know if that makes sense, like a mascara feeling soft, but I just feel like it's like really soft. And I feel like it's giving me some length too. And I like the smaller tip on the end, because then you can get down into the corner of the eye. Okay, so that's after one coat. Okay, so what do we think? Like, that's after one coat, and I honestly, like, I like it. It definitely keeps the lashes separated, but I just feel like it's not giving me like, I mean, it's making them longer, but let's try a second coat and see how that goes, because I want them to be a little bit fuller. Let's see how that goes. And I have a few like little mess ups up there, but that's my fault. Okay, so there's the second coat. Definitely looks better with a second coat. Okay, so that's 3 coats right there. And now we'll go in on the bottom lashes. Sorry guys, I had to put my hair up. I like how the bottom lashes came out. Like, it didn't make them too awful long, but it kept them separated. But this is what it looks like after 3 coats on the top lashes and then just 1 coat on the bottom. Okay, so after trying all 4 products, I definitely love the bronzer. Not sure if I like the mascara or not. I think I do. Like, I feel like it did give me length, but I think it looks really pretty. The concealer, I don't care for that just because it keeps like separating. And then the foundation, like, I think it gives like a really nice finish. Okay, so I've had the makeup on for, let's see, like 4 hours now, and definitely like under the eye is creasing really bad. And then the mascara is kind of transferring below, and then the WTF lines are like super defined. I haven't noticed any transfer from the top lash mascara onto the top lid, and the foundation itself, like on the face, is still looking really good, and the bronzer's killing it, but the concealer is definitely a no-go.